The old, abandoned house on Elm Street had always been a subject of morbid fascination for the townsfolk. It was said to be cursed, with a history marred by tragedy and death. No one dared to enter its decaying, shadowy interior, and the overgrown weeds in the front yard seemed to writhe and twist as if guarding the house from prying eyes. One sweltering summer evening, a group of adventurous teenagers, their curiosity piqued by local legends, decided to challenge the house's ominous reputation. Lisa, Mark, Sarah, and Jack gathered in the dimming twilight, armed with flashlights and a dose of teenage bravado. They huddled at the house's rotting front porch, nervously whispering to each other. "I heard that a family died here," Mark whispered, his voice trembling. "They say their spirits still roam the place." Sarah rolled her eyes, trying to appear unafraid. "Don't be ridiculous, Mark. It's just an old house with a spooky history. Let's just go in and prove there's nothing to be afraid of." With that, Lisa led the way, forcing open the creaking door. The stale, musty air and the sinister shadows that danced on the walls only heightened their unease. The teenagers moved through the abandoned rooms, their flashlights cutting through the darkness. As they explored further into the house, the temperature seemed to drop, and whispers echoed in their ears. The air grew thick with an ominous presence that they couldn't ignore. Sarah's flashlight flickered and died, and she gasped in terror. "Okay, this isn't funny anymore. Let's get out of here," Jack said, his voice quivering. But as they turned to leave, the front door slammed shut with a deafening finality that sent shivers down their spines. Panic set in, and they struggled to open it, but it was as if the house itself refused to release them. In the flickering candlelight they had brought, they saw ghostly apparitions materializing before them, the family that had once lived in this house. The family's faces were etched with pain, and they beckoned to the intruders with hollow eyes. "What do you want from us?" Lisa cried out, her voice trembling. The ghosts of the family spoke in unison, their voices echoing in the dim, oppressive air. "You must stay with us. Forever." Terror gripped the teenagers, and they tried to run, but they couldn't escape. The house seemed to come alive, its walls closing in, its floors becoming quicksand, pulling them deeper into its grasp. In the end, the old house on Elm Street claimed 4 more lives that night,